Oh, with the controllers being close to the chaperone, it's visible at all times. I'm not sure if I should be seated. So this is Berlin Blitz, 1943. Gaze at button. Oh, it's gaze controlled? No! There's demo, radio broadcast, and start. I'm guessing start makes sense. I'm above the ground. Which is a bit odd. You can see my floor marker is actually moving below this surface, so it's not my play space that is wrong, it's this title. See an airplane up in the sky. Press F for Freddy. It's a nice plane. It's a bit beaten up and the glass. Okay. Obviously, I should try to be a bit more serious because this is about people fighting to the death and stuff. I think. 3rd September 1943, Nottinghamshire. British Bomber Command is preparing an assault on the heart of Hitler's Third Reich, Berlin. There's a reporter on board. Using the real audio from one of those vivid accounts of World War II, we have reconstructed what they saw. So that's both fascinating and a bit creepy that we have the actual audio. Seem to be in the top turret or something.
Green light flashes on the control tower. That's the sign. It's our turn to go now. We're fourth to go, and the whole of our 4 engines are giving out a full-throated roar as we start to slowly gather speed down the 1.5 mile wrong runway.
This is the person talking.
The 3rd aircraft already airborne. We can see the port and starboard lights shining like red and green stars in the dust. We are racing to join it, gathering speed now all the way past the control tower. Just a little group of ground crews giving us away as we disappear now, moving rapidly all the time. I'm just looking up, we are still on the ground. It takes all this time to get off. But now,
I wonder how the person telling the story can see out.
We are clear. We're airborne and on our way to join the stream of bombers making towards Berlin.
So he was actually recording to an LP? That is serious business.
Okay, chaps,
I think it'd be ruined by the vibrations.
Hello, navigator. Hello, Bomber. We're crossing the coast now. Thank you. Bombs fused. Bombs fused.
I just noticed I had my zipper open the whole stream.
Thank you,
That's
Skipper.
nice.
Hello, Skipper. Hello, rear gunner. We'll need to pass in on the starboard quarter. Far away is the rear gunner. It's about 500 yards. Okay, just watch him, will you? Okay.
I'm standing forward at the pilot seat. And right forward of me, Bill, a 6-foot bomb aimer, is curled up in his compartment, surrounded by perspex glass. But right in front of me sits Scotty, our little flight engineer. Again, the pilot sits by him, the green glow from his instrument.
Manual navigation.
Just lighting up the outline.
No automatic systems here.
Behind me,
Nice mechanical
blackout
thing.
curtain. And behind that curtain, Con, the
Plot device.
navigator, he's an Aussie from Brisbane, just got his ruler out over our maps. The Sparky, the wireless ops, in his cabin behind Con. And he's keeping his eye on Reg Pinsley, our BBC engineer, with just a tiny pinpoint of light.
Oh, there's a neighbor plane. I couldn't see it without poking my head out.
The bomber heading for Germany. Then behind Red, we go out into the darkness of the long fuselage of the bomber. There we've got our mid-off upper gunner, and he's the last man I can see. Just the outline of his head and the little glass bubble of his turret. There's one man out of sight, there, the rear gunner.
Like, you see hardly anything, which is one of the creepier parts.
In fact, all we've had from him on the intercom is Everything okay, Skipper? That's a very comforting sound, because when Dev says it's okay, it is okay.
Wow. Having what's it called? Air superiority or just an Air Force must have been
as we watch
super tactical.
The right light winking in among the...
Oh, this is scary.
They've got every single searchlight you could possibly imagine out there to catch us. And in a moment it'll be our turn to pass through them. A dark shape is going out ahead of us. Another Lancaster will lead in.
Can see the flak cannons working.
The flak again. They must be having a go at us, all right.
One of that. I've seen those huge towers the Germans built.
Waiting for
the Nazis built for air protection.
Up goes the flak around him, bursting in vivid flashes. Maybe after us, because the searchlights are starting to move away. They've left that. Yes, they've left that other bomber, and they're moving now slowly towards us, feeling for us all the time. They're pumping up the flak in a steady stream.
Wow.
They've swung away from us now, swung back. Now if we're not a bit sorry. There goes the flak, bursting always in that cone, and the searchlights, starting from vivid white pinpoint, moving all the time, trying to follow that bomber.
It must be such a surreal experience
They seem to bend away
to actually do live commentary on a situation like this.
We're moving away to starboard, and it looks as if this time we've slipped through.
Wow. Westermark, Deutschland. 20 miles west of Berlin. Operation time 3 hours 25 minutes.
The first thing we can see now is a wall of searchlights. Not
They're red in the air.
as we came into the coast, but they're in hundreds. It's a wall of light with very few breaks. And behind that wall is
another plane down there.
Light. It's glowing red and
one up there
and blue. And over that pool there are myriads of flares hanging in the sky. That's the city itself.
Oh wow.
There in the heart of the glow there goes a bigger red flash, the biggest we've yet seen. That must be the first of the big 4,000-pound bombs going down. It's flak coming up at us now. That one went down, and it was pretty near to be our aircraft rocked. So we're running straight into the most gigantic display of fireworks in the world. We're due over our target. We're 2 minutes time, and Bill, our bomb aimer, is forward.
Oh, they moved me to actually see that scene.
And the searchlights are coming nearer now all the time.
It's hard to imagine that this is an actual city.
And then it comes together. They seem to splay out at first.
I mean, I've seen
of an octopus waiting to catch you.
I've seen imagery from war zones
Got a Lancaster right in the center.
in modern times, but
it's getting too hot for these searchlights, and we're
it's
starting
different
weaving.
seeing stuff in person.
Our pilots put the nose of the Lanc down, and we're tilting away a furious angle. Up comes our starboard wing. It's hitting that Lancaster now.
Seem to be below.
Hello, engineer. Skipper here.
Oh,
Yeah, will you put the revs up, please?
that was one of the bomb planes going down.
Okay, keep waving. A lot of searchlights and fighter flares, Skipper. Keep on. Okay, boys, okay. Bomb doors open. Hello, Bombardier. Okay when you are. Bomb doors open. Bomb doors open, Bombardier. Right. They keep waving, Ken.
This is a very chilling experience because
Steady. Right a little bit.
it doesn't feel,
In a minute, Bob.
as I'm here in person now, it feels very close by. It doesn't feel like a distant past.
Bob's still going. Hey, Jimmy, trying to be
Oh wow, okay.
Where is he, rear gunner? Can you see him? Down! Down! He's come down! He's come down! Did you shoot him down? Yeah, he's got him, boy! Right in the middle!
Do we have defensive fighters, or are we only bombers?
You can keep waving, there's some flak coming at me. Okay, don't shout all at once. Alright, photograph taken. Okay.
I cannot even start to imagine how
Will you turn on to 08?
World War III would look.
081 navigator.
Obviously, everyone would just be nuked
Keep fine, it's okay.
immediately.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hello, Mid Gunner. Do you recognize that?
Oh.
You got on?
we're turning.
I didn't recognize it, but it's definitely going down now. Good, Jimmy, I can see him, boy. Good show. I can see him now. Yeah, look at him burning. Does he look lovely? Good show, lads. Now keep your eyes open.
It's pretty okay, even if it's turning, because the plane they don't move the horizon vertically, just horizontally. They actually just lean the plane, and that was perfectly fine.
Okay, Reg. Still cutting, Skipper, Reg. Okay, Reg, thanks a lot. My God, that looks a bloody good show, doesn't it? Yeah, it's certainly good playing. Keep your eyes open, mid-upper. Very good, Skipper. Some club's deficit is incendiaries over there. You see it? It's a leg, I believe. Yes, it's a leg, is it? My God, it's a leg. Oh, hello, mid-upper gunner. Hello. What?
Oh, they're actually reacting to the flak. I haven't seen that. Wow.
He's diving away. He's going over the floor. By the living Jimmy, she's a wizard, Frank. Look at the stuff going. It must be dead. Oh, it's the best crane I've seen for a long time. They're still putting some tracer up, but there's not much coming besides that. No, not too much nattering, lads.
Something that makes this even more,
Watch out.
what should I say,
Because they're coming up right behind us. Yeah, right behind. Lank, how far
familiar, is that I was recently on a business trip to our head office in the UK.
Okay.
So the people talking feel just like the people I visited recently due to the accent. Or I guess, is that not accent? British accent? American? Is everything an accent? Is there such a thing as no accent? Wow. 7 hours, 25 minutes. I guess that's on the way home. Let's go to the center of my play space.
There it goes. Our first sight of England. Just a little light from a beacon flashing up to us from the darkness below. And after the glare of light we left behind in Berlin, it seems small and frail. Nevertheless, everybody on board F for Freddy is mighty glad to see it.
Hello, English coast should be coming up now. Will you tell me when we cross it, please? Okay, navigator, I'll let you know when we cross it.
How are you mentally after an experience like this? I mean, this is distanced because people are on the ground getting bombs on their heads, but
Hell, Phil, can you see what I see? I can see the new moon through the window.
Still, you're like exposed, somewhat exposed to, you're a target rather. You're a target for enemy fire. So, I mean, wow.
My knees are singing the second chorus of Annie Laurie.
Problems of society today feels pretty small in comparison to this.
The engineer, give us a little bit of a song. Jock? Go on, give him a song, will you? No, I wouldn't play this on anybody. Go on, Jock, tell me some bloody bashful. You'll never live it down, Jock. It's not a case of being bashful. Come on, Jock. Oh, no.
More lights on in the plane now.
Where early fall.
That's some good singing.
And 'twas there that Annie Laurie gave me her promise true. Go on, you carry on now, Jock. Now, Scotchman anyway, carry on.
22 of the Lancasters that set out failed to return. I guess Lancasters are people, not the planes. Or is that 22 planes? Sorry for my ignorance. Almost half of 125,000 aircrew died. Well, that's a lot. Only one of the people in the plane. That puts things in perspective. Or I'm not sure if I'm using the right words, but yeah. So the voices I heard, only one survived the war to see the end of it. Wow, this is pretty loud. But I didn't see any combat up close, so it's not as visceral as some other things maybe, but they still conveyed the atmosphere and the act that was taking place, or the mission, and the severity of the situation, I guess. I think the fact there were flak fire shaking the plane, that made it feel a bit more like a life or death situation. Yeah. Well, that was definitely worth my time. That's a powerful experience. See something over there. For the BBC. Thank you, BBC. Yeah, that was really something. So F for Freddy is the name of the plane, yeah? Wow, okay. Well, that was really impressive. I highly recommend it if you're doing anything. It's not like it takes a lot of brain to do the gameplay, because there's no actual gameplay, but it certainly is creating weird memories for you, or for me. Yeah, that was that. Let's look for something else.